Tanzania had an election on October 29th, and shortly after the election, it descended into chaos. Then they declared a curfew, shut down the internet, and gagged the media. So in the days from the election and after that, a lot of people were killed, and there was no reporting about it. And so I spent some time with my team speaking to more than 100 Tanzanians, and they took a lot of risks to speak to me because the government in Tanzania has made it illegal to share any of the reports of what happened, pictures, video of people getting shot by police. And so we wanted to put some of CNN's resources in understanding what happened here, and we did conclude in our reporting and this forensic investigation that yes, Tanzanian police did kill protesters, many of whom were unarmed, some of them were running away, and they didn't pose any threats to the police. And in the time since we released that documentary, it's been 2 days. Nobody has come up to say a single thing we said that was a lie, because we spent a lot of time audio forensic analysis, satellite imagery to find signs of mass graves, and we're very proud of that work.
Let's put some human texture to it. And I want to go to Arusha. And your output shows this video footage of a woman who was running away with her back to the police. The investigation shows very clearly that she was shot. She was 3 months pregnant at the time, a breadwinner for her family. That was tear-jerking, to say the least. And you said that's just the tip of the iceberg, but you also seem to have discovered mass graves, at least through forensics analysis. Talk to me about that.
We wanted to focus on this story in Arusha because it highlights what happened in many other parts of Tanzania. We only barely scratched the surface. And that woman, we know her name, we know her family. They were too scared to speak on camera, even though they've lost greatly. And that speaks to the situation and the fear across Tanzania. And yes, we did find signs of mass graves in one location north of Dar es Salaam, in an area called Kondo Cemetery. We have had so many other tips. We did not report anything that we cannot prove, and it's still work that continues. We will do some of it, and lots of other media need to do it, so that whatever happened in the days, in that week when the internet was shut down and the media gagged, the world needs to know.
You and I were trying to debate over dinner earlier, whether or not this is commensurate or worse than what we saw in Mozambique or what we saw in Kenya in 2007. Post-political violence seems to become quite ubiquitous on the continent. What your investigation shows you now, where does this stack up in terms of the scale of post-political killings?
It's impossible to know how many people were killed in Tanzania, and that is part of the reason. When you have journalists, the media who are not allowed to report, it's not safe for them, when the internet is shut down, when the government is actively calling a video fake, when we verify the video is not fake, it adds a cloud of mystery, and it has this chilling effect on the truth. So we don't know how many people died in Tanzania. We know how many people died after the post-election violence in Kenya in 2007, 2008, more than 1,500. There's possibilities that more could have died in Tanzania. The opposition claims as many as 2,000 were killed there, and that is concerning. And Tanzania has been a beacon of democracy. It's a popular tourist destination in Africa, and many Tanzanians have been rightly proud of that, and they were shocked by what happened here.
Yeah, Larry, thank you so much for your time. Really